The Air Force needs fighter jets, but the Liberals want more consultation. I'm Brian Lilly with TheRebel.media. Canada's CF-18s have been flying since the early 1980s. We started out with more than 130 of the fighter jets. We're down to 77 or so right now, and even those, half of them, can't fly at any given time. I'm told numbers are even lower, perhaps just into the couple of dozen being able to fly on a regular basis. What's the Trudeau government's response to all of this? Well, they campaigned against buying the F-35, the replacement that was chosen, in a process that started back when Jean Chrétien was Prime Minister and concluded with Stephen Harper and the Conservatives signing on to say, yeah, let's get this plane. Well, the Liberals said, no, we don't want that plane, but they can't make up their minds on what plane they do want. So, what's happening? More consultation. It is the Liberal way, after all. They have struck panels, they've struck consultation units, they've appointed people on every single policy issue. And replacing the fighter jets is no different. So Defence Minister Harjit Sajjan went before an organization, a meeting of industry representatives, and announced that Department of National Defence, the Canadian Armed Forces, Public Works, and other government agencies would gather around with industry representatives over the coming months.
Officials will seek up-to-date information from leading manufacturers on key issues including costs, economic benefits for Canada, and their ability to deliver planes quickly. That information will inform a decision on a procurement path in the coming months.
There are a couple of big problems with this announcement. One, it shows that yet again, this Liberal government can't make up their mind. They won a big mandate back in the fall. They won the election fairly, squarely. They get to make the decisions, except they can't seem to come to decisions. Not without consulting and then consulting some more. This latest consultation mirrors one that was undertaken by the Conservatives back in December of 2012. That consultation came as controversy arose around the F-35, cost delays, and performance questions. Well, a report that was issued in December 2014 said, nope, the F-35 is still the best plane for the Canadian Armed Forces going forward. And yet, here we are, another consultation process. It's a bit like back when The Economist named Paul Martin Mr. Dithers because he couldn't make a decision. Well, now instead of just having a Prime Minister that can't make a decision, we've got an entire cabinet that can't make a decision without punting off to some body to do more consultations. Secondly, the other problem is this puts our armed forces, the Royal Canadian Air Force, at a disadvantage. We have fewer planes each and every year. We have less and less capability to fulfill our duties, whether it be in NORAD or taking part in overseas missions like we did in Libya, like we did in Kosovo, like we did in Afghanistan. It becomes more difficult for the Air Force to take part. And this decision to consult once again, to put off a decision on which airplane to buy, well, that only delays the military actually replacing their aging fleet. Justin Trudeau and the Liberals have to make up their minds. Do they want Canada to have an Air Force or not? And if they do, then pick a plane. I've been up front. I think the F-35, from what I've read, from what I've seen, from the reports that I've studied already, is the plane to beat. The Liberals don't think so. That's fine. It's their prerogative. But at the end of the day, governing means making decisions, not consulting endlessly so that you never have to make decisions. That puts the nation at risk, that puts our military at risk, and that's not something any government should be looking to do.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of The Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.